We are back at it, and we're actually on MX bikes today. I know, kind of surprising. I haven't done a video in a while, but we're on an unreleased track from my boy Kells. It's called East Street MX Park. It's going to be out within like the next 2 weeks or even less, if that's what he's been telling me. All he has to do is basically just got to add some track markers as well as optimize it a little bit more, and then it should be good to go. So be on the lookout for this track on the mods page. Today, we're just actually going to ride around on the track and just kind of do our normal video, honestly. There's 2 tracks here, so I'm gonna do a couple laps on each one and just go from there. It's a sand track. You guys know me, I love sand tracks, so I had to test this one out. When I saw it in the Discord, I was like, oh, that's gonna be a great track. He just actually created like red sand, or he just posted red sand, and that was the last MX bikes video I did. So Kells, if people want to see more MX bikes from me, you got to post more tracks. I guess that's kind of what it goes down to. So in yesterday's video, we were talking about Triumph, the motorcycle and the team and everything. I mentioned I don't know who's going to be on the team besides Jalik, and Carter and Noah actually mentioned that Carter said Evan Ferry might be on the team. That's the rumor. He said he believes Evan will be on the team. And then Noah said Mosman. Mosman makes more, like a lot of sense. Not more sense, honestly, but a lot of sense since I've heard a rumor that Ryder D is going to Gas, so there's going to be a spot not for Mosman, right? So that kind of makes sense. Evan Ferry, I don't know what Evan's going to do. I haven't really seen anything in like the news with him. I did notice that on Twitter, he's riding a Gas at the Loretta Lynn. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know if Gas is going to be similar to Triumph. Maybe that's why he's riding it. I don't know. But obviously he can't ride the Triumph bike right now at Loretta's because it's not even out yet. You know, we haven't even seen photos of it. But that's actually, I just wanted to put that in there because those guys mentioned that yesterday, and I didn't even think about those guys. You know, I was thinking someone completely else, and I definitely overshot this. And I'm doing a barrel roll, and I almost landed that. But if anybody else has more knowledge on who's going to be joining the team over at Triumph, let me know. I think Mosman as well as Evan Ferry, that kind of makes sense with Jalik Swole. It's going to be a young team. It's going to be interesting to see how well they do. So this is the second track that I'm on now. It kind of feels like a vet track compared to like the pro track that I was kind of just on. That's how I kind of compared when I played this the other night. That's what the feel that I kind of got. Honestly, they're 2 like awesome tracks in my opinion. So I was scrolling through YouTube today, and Wyndham14 posted a video saying that we're going to be getting a MXGP 2024 game. And if you guys didn't know this, we didn't get a 2023 game. I don't know the specifics of why we didn't get one. Don't quote me on any of that. I'm assuming probably has to do with something with like resources and like licensing and like all that fun stuff, you know. So on January 2024, an agreement with Infront Moto Racing will see Nikon acquire publishing rights for the FIM Motocross World Championship game license, so aka MXGP. This exclusive deal covers 5 seasons from 2024 to 2028. While KT Racing, the French developer behind WRC Generations and Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, will handle development. I've never played any of those games that any of those publishers have created, so I don't know how well of a publisher or developer they are, honestly. But, I mean, if you guys like the MXGP games, you guys got to be excited for this, right? I think it's going to be awesome to see another game go to console. Am I going to play it? I'll maybe test it out. You never know. I mean, we're playing a lot of different games nowadays, so maybe test that out. Maybe even test out maybe like the Supercross game if it gets dropped as well next year. I don't know if that one's getting dropped either. I haven't heard anything about that. But how many of you guys actually played the other MXGP games? I actually have, I think, few on my Steam library. I know I have most of the Supercross games too. If you guys didn't know this, we started with Monster Energy Supercross on YouTube and Twitch. We started with that game before we got into bikes. We posted a lot of not even a lot of content. We just streamed it a lot and posted some YouTube videos on it. That kind of got our foot in the door with motocross and YouTube and stuff like that, in all honesty. So I definitely got to probably try out any of the new games that come out and maybe just do like a talking video like we're doing right now with any other game, you know. That might be cool. How many of you guys are going to be watching Loretta's this week? It started, I think practice day was today, so when you guys watched this yesterday. How many of you guys are going to be watching the broadcast? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I saw on Twitter that Kellen will be commentating the races, which is awesome. I think that's so sick. He has some background with it regarding like the sim and stuff. I think he's going to be a natural at it. In all honesty, I think he's going to do really, really good. I'm going to be tuning in to watch and see how he does and stuff like that. Watching the sim broadcast and everything, I think he's natural, you know, so I think he'll be perfectly fine. I think the racing is going to be great. The track from practice clips that I've seen looked really, really good. A lot of the guys that you guys been watching for like Supercross and stuff like that, like Julian Balmer's there, Preston's there. I think it's going to actually be really exciting to watch those guys because we've been watching them kind of like all year, whether that is like the outdoors or that was in Supercross. So we kind of got familiar with their faces. So I think it's going to be awesome to see how well they do at the actual, like the ranch. So I'm going to be tuning in. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments. So like in every kind of like video that we do for MX, I kind of like every video. We do like a hot lap. I haven't done a hot lap in such a long time, in all honesty. Let's see if we can actually do a hot lap on this. It's a sand track. You guys know me. I love sand tracks. My guy's right there. That was from like the other night when I was just like putting laps down. I wasn't really like trying to do anything. I was just trying to kind of like learn. I feel like there's so many different lines that you can actually do on this track, which is pretty insane. And what I mean by lines is just not even like the ruts or anything like that. Just more of like where you place like the braking bumps. And I haven't played the game in such a long time that I'm kind of like rusty at where I should be taking those. You know, like taking which braking bumps and everything like that. I'll probably get the flow if I continue playing it. But like right here, like you can double over that. But is it faster? I don't know. You know, there's like 3 different lines here that you can choose from. One's from the super inside. One's super outside. It's just so many different options. Like that, I jumped all the way down to that. But then like I kind of messed up this section, right? I don't know. I think Kels did a fantastic job. So many different options you could take. And one thing I like about the sand is creativity that you can do with the track. I think that's why I kind of really loved Lommel with JV, is because there were so many different lines that you could have take that maybe it wasn't necessarily faster, but it just felt cool and it felt smooth, you know? Like you're just like doubling over braking bumps, doubling over like ruts and stuff like that. I think that's why I kind of liked it the most. Or one of my favorite tracks from JV. And that goes for like all his sand tracks, I feel like. Like that right there, you see how like you can like kind of double into that. Or you can go to like the line that I did. That was really a 2-minute lap. I feel like that was way quicker than it really is. Yeah, like a 146, that's not that slow. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we're on the new OEM that they created. And I think the game's gonna be in a good state when the OEMs drop. I think this bike is really, really good. There's some things that probably can be tweaked a little bit here and there, right? But compared to the other bikes, I think this bike is really in the right direction of what we kind of need. And I'm excited to see what they kind of do with it. Am I going to be full-time on bikes? I don't know. I really don't know if we will be or not. I'm having fun just doing this right here, you know, but I wasn't having fun playing the game as like a competitive standpoint. I think it was good to take a break. I think it really was good to take a break. Will we come back and maybe do some other tracks that get released? Possibly. Kind of just depends on the day, you know. But it won't be solely just bikes content every single day. It won't be. Probably be sim still with a sprinkle of bikes here and there. When the new OEMs drop, I think we're going to be at a good state. I think we're going to have some fun with it again. I'm assuming that the new OEMs will be back right around the Supercross like start. So you got Supercross, new OEMs. I think the game is going to be in a pretty good state. I really do. So I'm excited to see that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Big shout out to the boy Kels, man, for making another awesome track. And when this track drops, you guys better hit the download button and go play it, make some content on it. I know he'll be super, super excited about that. You guys will probably see this track on like everybody's streams for a little bit, maybe like a week, because that's how tracks work, you know. But yeah, no, big shout out to the boy Kels for allowing me to do this early. Make sure you guys go download it. I'll make sure to update this video when the link actually gets posted, so you guys have the download link and everything. So but big shout out to the boy Kels. Much love, everybody. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.